I talk politics with a sharp tongue. I am asked, who do you think will be president? And I spill out records like a needle beckoning sound to come out. I will not be played. Truth is buried these days, and we are too scared of death to be grave diggers. My parents know to not be afraid of cemeteries because my parents' bodies are tossed into cemeteries, and the only grave that should terrify you is the grave buried forgetting that it is God you will return to. They say fighting for freedom is the only way to rest in peace. So I have been taught to speak. Because freedom consists in knowing when freedom is in peril. It stirs in those who pay attention, not those silent to oppression or trauma or scandal, not threatened with gun terror by skins of white ghosts hiding underneath sheets of thoughts and prayers. We cleanse bodies of the violence committed in these lands these representatives refuse to give to them. Representation has always been in no man's land, and homes have been stolen from this land. So when bodies are tossed into caskets, who is it that's truly being represented? My parents' spilled their blood for the ballot. And now my parents' grandchildren are in streets with signs protesting the government's complacency and corruption. Where is the infrastructure our parents' died for? Where is the liberation that sings from their grave? Oil is money in slick skin. Oil is spilled into oceans instead of our people. Oil is what makes our couscous sweet, and oil is what the civilized will send drones for. Oil drips off our skin to Western eyes that gaze at how they can excavate our bodies. I say, these candidates do not speak for me yet. They are looking for numbers, and I am not a token or statistic. I am a token statistic. I do not wish to be a token. I pray to God. I'm not another statistic. I pray to God. I do not become a hashtag. My body is political because my walk is political, and I talk political because this country's ideology doesn't recognize the phenomenal grace when I stand with my head held high because my parents gave their life for the ballot. So, if you ask me why I talk political, this is a revolution that started within us. I stand with a legacy that came across borders and flew on airplanes because walls are built to create borders to keep the people kicked out from coming back in. My body is a border. Borders are sites of resistance. I am the revolution, if you ask me. I will talk politics with a tongue that curls from propaganda. It will not remain silent. My parents' tongues were not silent. My parents' tongues were not silent because they know silence is the noose power will hang you from. And my parents taught my parents at all cost. Do not let them string a bag around your neck. At all cost. Do not let them steal life from under your feet at all cost. Do not let them bury you in a godless grave. And so I am asked, when will a person like you become president?